All right, welcome to Legs Day. We are going to be doing legs. Ha ha ha. All you're going to need today to get started is going to be your bands. I have mine all the way up to purple. I don't know if you'll need to go all the way up to purple. And the other thing that you're going to need is something stable to step on. So if we're doing a step up or something like that, you need something stable to step on. So a bench, a bed, a couch. Couches and beds are going to be less stable because they're squishy. A stable chair, something like that. We're going to need something like that because we're going to do some step ups. But since we don't have a ball today, we're going to start today with a really, really simple hip opener that you can do anywhere, anytime. And what we're going to do is we're going to get on the balls of our feet and we're going to twist through our hips, just like so. What this does is this helps open up the internal, external rotation of the hip, and it helps to warm up our core. So we're going to do this for 3 30-second rounds. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It looks simple. It's not hard, but it's something just to get internal, external rotation of the hip started. So you'll get on the balls of your feet. You're going to turn one way, turn the other way, turn one way, turn the other way, just like so. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. We're just going to shift up, side to side. I'm not jumping, by the way. You can jump if you want to. That would be possible. That will definitely warm you up. But we can just stay on the ground and make it low impact, staying on the balls of the feet. We've got 10 seconds. It's a great way to get your feet active, get your hips turned on, get your core activated. Good, that's 30 seconds. Take a little break. So why don't we have a ball today? Because I have no surfaces that I'm willing to roll on here. Because I'm out in the park. Why am I out in the park? Because it's always better to train outside. Why wouldn't you want to train outside? So much better to train outside. All right, we got 9 seconds. We're doing the same thing again. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Twisting. Getting the hips warmed up. Getting the body moving. Keep going. We got 15 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a break. That will get your heart rate a little bit up. And that's the goal. We're just trying to get the body ready to go, ready to warm up. Now, I've got my bands from yellow to red to black to purple. And of course, those are the first 4 levels. We're probably going to utilize, I'm most likely going to wind up utilizing red, black, and purple. But if you want to start with yellow, red, and black, or the lower 3, that's going to be totally reasonable. All right, we're going to do one more set, starting in 3, 2, 1, twist. It's like the old twist. This one I'm going to jump on. So if the mic's bumping, I'm sorry. I'll hold the mic. I'm going to shift. Rotating through the hips. 10 seconds. Silly mic. All right, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our first set. We're going to do step ups. So we've got our solid bench. I would recommend, if you're first getting used to step ups, making sure that your knee is below your hip. If you're intermediate, you want your knee in line with your hip. If you're advanced, your knee can be above your hip. We're going to load forward over the object, drive up, and then from here, I'm going to slowly lower down, driving up, and then slowly lowering down. What you'll notice is I'm not stepping up and stepping onto the box. What I'm doing is I'm stepping up, keeping my weight primarily over this. My toe touches, and then I'm going to slowly control myself down, keeping my knee over my toe. So we're going to do that for 8 to 12 repetitions on the first set. and then we're going to take 30 seconds off. So start with whatever your weaker leg is, and we'll go from there. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're going to go up quick, and then slowly lower. 1, up quick, slowly lower. 2, up quick, slowly lower. 3, quick, slowly lower. 4, quick, slowly lower. 5, slowly lower. 6, slowly lower. 7, slowly lower. 8, slowly lower. 9, slowly lower. 10, slowly lower. 11, slowly lower. 12, very good. Switch sides. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Up quick. 1, slowly lower. Up quick. 2, up quick. 3, up quick. 4, up quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, slow on the way down, and last one, 12, still slow on the way down. Take a break. Good. Now, if I want to make that harder, what I can do, if my balance is good and I feel like I'm in good control, and that was like on a scale of 1 to 10, a 6 for me, I'm going to take a band, I'm going to place it on the box, like so. I'm going to put my foot on the band, and I'm going to loop the band through my elbows so I can drive up and slowly lower, keeping an eye on that band. So again, I step on the middle of the band, I step on the middle, and I link it around my elbows. This is called a Zercher position. So I'm going to do that for the second set, and we're going to aim for 8 to 12. If you'd like to start with a light band and you feel like you've got solid command of your balance, I do not need anybody falling off of a platform tied up in a band if you don't feel like you have solid control over your knee and your balance. That's going to be key. If you feel like you're in danger, straighten your arms. The band will snap off and you can land safely. Do not try to regain your balance. Try to find a safe way out of the situation. All right, so band on the box, foot solid on the box, whatever the box is. I'm going to link my elbows around it. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Up, slowly lower. 1, slowly lower. 2, slowly lower. 3, slowly lower. 4, slowly lower. 5, slowly lower. 6, slowly lower. 7, keeping weight always over this foot. 8, 9, 10, 11, slowly lower. 12, very good. We're going to switch now. Other foot, other hand, elbow, elbow, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Take a break. All right, if you tried it with the band, were you at a scale? Where were you at on a scale of 1 to 10? Remember, a 10 is I can't possibly do any more. An 8 is I cannot do any more properly, meaning I was beginning to lose my balance. I was not able to properly perform the repetition. A 6 is, okay, I was able to do them all properly. I definitely had a sense of my muscle working, and I know that it was challenging. So for me right now, I know I was definitely at a 6 because my breath, you have to remember, for every 12 repetitions we do of step-ups, our heart's doing 24 repetitions. So these add more of an endurance vibe to things, but it also allows us to train one leg at a time, which allows us to increase the load and focus on balance. But endurance-wise, it's much harder. So we're going to go for one more. We're going to aim for 8 to 12 again. And remember, I'm trying to go quick up, slow on the way down. Quick up, slow on the way down. And if you're using a band, normally the way a step up would work is I'd fire off from the bottom. It would be the hardest at the bottom, easiest at the top. Well, that doesn't happen here because the band doesn't allow you to escape. You don't get to use velocity to go into the band. The band resists the whole way through. So here we go. 8 to 12, starting in 3, 2, 1. Up, 1. Slow on the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Now I'm finding these very challenging. That was an 8 for me, for sure. The last few, I had to really make sure I was driving my knee back and not like swanning my head up. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Driving the knee backward because that's how the quads engage. 2. If I want to get explosive power, the knee has to go backward. 3. Not the chest, up. 4, 5. Now, if you've got hyperextension in your knees, don't do that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. All right. Go ahead and put that band away. So that was single leg quad, which is good. Now we've got about half the class left. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab onto a fairly thick band, which for me is going to be the purple band. And we're going to use the purple band to do a sumo deadlift from the floor. So I'm going to lay the band, sorry. So I'm going to lay the band flat on the ground, like so. I'm going to step on each end of the band, like so. I'm going to make sure my hips are back and my back is flat at the bottom. I'm going to stand up, squeezing my glutes and pulling my shoulders back, and then sit back and down. We're going to pull up, slowly lower. We're going to do that for 12 repetitions, starting in 3, 2, 1. We're going to pull up, slowly lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slowly lower. 6, slowly lower. 7, 8, 9, squeeze the glutes, pull the shoulders back. 10, 11, 12. Let it down. Good. All right, take 30 seconds. We're going to do that again for 2 more sets. Now, why do we squeeze our glutes when we do this? Well, the answer to that is simple. The glutes protect the lower back. The shoulders coming back also protects the lower back. And at this point, check your heart rate. Make sure you're not over like 160 or 180. If you are, pause the video and wait till you come back down under 120 before you start again. Let's take a look. Yeah. All right, so let's go for number 2. Same thing, wide. Knees are flexed. Hips are back. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes, pull the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. 30 seconds off. We're going to do 1 more set like that. And then we're going to switch to something called X-band squats. I have a dog watching me right now. He's barking at me. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Get set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. You should be feeling the back of your legs. That's your hamstrings. We're trying to get them involved as much as we can. So we're going to take our band now and we're going to switch over to an X-band squat. Now the way X-band squats work is I take my band, I'm going to twist it so it makes 2 loops in a figure 8 like this. I'm going to step on one loop, I'm going to step on the other loop. I am going to link it up, either holding it in my hands like this, which I'm not going to do with a heavy band, or I'm going to put it around my elbows like so. This is why it's called an X-band. When I'm in this position, my glutes are tight, my core is tight, pulling my shoulder blades back. I'm going to sit nice and low and drive up like I'm trying to jump. So I'm going to sit back, drive up. 2. So we're going to do 12 of these. So get in position, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, slow down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my chest stays up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Set it down. Take a break. Good, we got 2 more like that. Whew. Now, believe it or not, you don't need 1,000 exercises to get a full workout in 30 minutes. They just need to be challenging enough. And if I look at my heart rate throughout this, my heart rate's been sitting roughly between 120 and 140 this whole workout. So if my heart rate's between 120 and 140, that's adequate. If it gets as high as 160 temporarily, that's okay. You want it to come back down. But we're using big muscles right now. You're more likely to get your heart rate up on legs day. So step into the loop. I'm going to show this from the side this time. I'm going to hook my elbows. I'm going to keep my chest up, and I'm going to sit my butt back and come up. 1, 2, driving my knees out over my toes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze your glutes at the top. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Very good. Take a little break. All right, 21 minutes. Whew. Zercher squats are one of the best functional bilateral squat variations because of how you're holding it with your arms. It really engages the core and the back and the hips, which is what makes it functional. It's more like carrying firewood than it is like putting a log on your back, which is why it's so effective. All right, one more. Get under the band. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Down. All right. Enough of that. Take a little break. All right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to our block or our bench or our chair or whatever we were at before here. And, oh, that's the wrong direction. This chair. So, I'm going to put my hands, I'm going to squat down on the balls of my feet with my hands on the object here. And I'm going to drive my knees back and my hips up, back, and come back down, just like so. We're going to do that for 20 repetitions for 3 sets. Really easy. So I'm going to sit low, I'm going to push back, and sit back down, just like so. We're going to do that for 20 repetitions, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a break. 2 more to go. And why are we doing that? Because it's good for the knees, it's good for the calves and ankles, and it's a natural quad extension. You're going to feel it right in the top of the thighs quite a bit. All right, going for number 2. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more to go. And we're even going to end early. That's awesome. But don't tell me for 1 second that this isn't a full body workout, even though we're focusing on legs. Anytime you got that Zercher squat in, your shoulders are immediately part of it. Immediately. By the way, totally aware that this is not the best shot class in the world. Just to put this into perspective, I'm at a barbecue location. So there's the dog that was barking at me. Here's the park I'm in. The train runs right up there. But this is yet again Stromokov Park in Prague. You know, because you gotta see what it's like to work out all over the world, you know? All right. I did it again. Wrong one. There you go. Truck. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. We made it to the end. Congratulations, my friends. I will see you tomorrow for mobility.